This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. I'm John Zimney, the MNC News Center. It is June the 11th, 2024. And the news getting started now with our top local stories on Michiana's Morning News. The suspect that fled a Mishawaka traffic stop on Memorial Day has now been arrested.
51-year-old Randall Joe Finney was a passenger in a vehicle stopped by Mishawaka police officers around 1:15 Monday morning. Cops got a tip that Finney was a passenger in a blue Ford SUV that was near the Walmart store. The vehicle stopped near the intersection of North Main and Indian Ridge Boulevard, and despite the presence of several officers, Finney tried to run off. He didn't get far, though, and a taser had to be deployed when he resisted. Finney was arrested and taken to the hospital for treatment for the taser probes and then locked up in the St. Joseph County Jail. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
News at 5 o'clock is powered by Burkholder Buildings and Supply. If it can be built in an office, a farm, or anywhere else, Burkholder is the highest quality for any need. Burkholder Buildings and Supply can help. Call today. The South Bend Police Bomb Squad was called to investigate the discovery of possible explosives on the city's south side. It was just before 10 o'clock yesterday morning when officers were called at the 600 block at Don Moyer Avenue. When they got there, they spoke with individuals who said they were cleaning out the property when they located what they thought were World War II explosive devices. The South Bend Police Department's bomb squad determined the devices were not live and there was no danger. Several fire departments spent hours extinguishing a barn fire in Marshall County. A blaze started around 2:45 Monday morning on 13B Road between La Paz and Plymouth. While the hay barn collapsed, no people were injured and no animals were harmed. Firefighters from multiple departments were called in for extra help and water. The cause of that blaze is still not known. From Michiana's election headquarters, the Indiana GOP convention will decide who to nominate for lieutenant governor this coming Saturday.
Micah Beckwith's campaign wants the job, but he lacks the needed delegates. U.S. Senator Mike Braun has already endorsed State Representative Julie McGuire for lieutenant governor and spoke about it on Fox 59.
Coming from a conservative, entrepreneurial approach, and Julie fit that better than many folks that were interested in it, many individuals that were recommended by key supporters of mine. And I think Julie's going to do a great job at the traditional things a lieutenant governor would do.
Beckwith is challenging the traditional nomination process and emphasizes accountability in the Republican Party.
That's Joe Ullery reporting. Now a 95.3 MNC consumer alert to pass along. Kia is recalling over 400,000 vehicles because of a fire risk.
Nearly 463,000 Kia Telluride SUVs are being recalled. Owners are being advised by the NTSB to park them outside and away from buildings until they can be fixed because the front power seat motor can overheat and create a fire while parked or driving. That fire could then burn down a home if it's in a garage. Kia dealers will fix it for free. Owners will get a notification letter, but not until after July 30th.
And that's Mike Wilson reporting. And how does Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark feel about being left off USA women's basketball roster?
Honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for. It's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there. And I think it's just a little more motivation.
Well, she does hope to be on the team in 4 years. In the meantime, though, she says she is happy for everyone who made it this year. From the Health News File, nutrition experts are warning that healthy produce could have remnants of pesticides that are not so healthy.
Consumer Reports health and science reporter Catherine Roberts says washing food before eating or cooking it can minimize your risk of exposure, but peeling fruits and vegetables could also remove some nutritional value.
You can't remove all pesticides by washing, but you can remove some, and that is why it's important.
Roberts says organic versions of items were lower risk for pesticides. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
And new this morning on MNC, companies consistently looking for fresh talent in the fields of science, tech, engineering, and math.
An Indiana organization comprised of 65 CEOs of some of the state's largest corporations and a few presidents of the state's major universities is reaching out to encourage young people to consider a STEM career. Melina Kennedy says for its new See Yourself In campaign, one objective is is to educate youth on the possibilities.
A lot of young people, especially our Gen Zers, don't really know what does that mean in advanced industries, life sciences, ag biosciences, tech. Even that might be too broad. So this campaign tries to go a layer deeper to share with Gen Zers the different kinds of jobs and opportunities that there are in these advanced industries.
The campaign highlights life science careers in pharmaceutical and medical device manufacturing and medical research and testing within health information technology.
Charges should not be dismissed against Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen.
Prosecutor Nick McClelland stands firm in his belief that the state has never acted in bad faith, even though some police interviews have been lost since Abby and Libby were killed in 2017. Allen's legal team says police interviews with certain suspicious oddness in the Delphi area could clear Allen, but McClelland says the defense can't prove it. Allen's team says they could if the interviews weren't lost in the first place. The issue will remain unsolved until Special Judge Fran Gull rules what evidence can be used at trial. Donnie Burgess, Network Indiana.
A 60-year-old Goshen woman was hospitalized after she was shot in the leg. Police were called around 4:45 Sunday morning to the 700 block of Lincoln Way East. Another woman at the home said the gunfire came from a vehicle. Officers located several bullet holes. The woman who was hit by the gunfire suffered a non-life-threatening injury. So far, no word about any suspects or arrests. It's 9 years in prison for a homeless man who was charged after selling methamphetamine.
32-year-old William Schultz was found in the garage of a home on Randolph Street in Napanee last September with a woman whose friend had asked police to do a welfare check on her. The Goshen News says the man was found with a backpack as well as a glass pipe and a lighter. Schultz reportedly told the officer that he had meth on him and consented to a search of his backpack, which was found to contain meth, marijuana, knives, razor blades, a scale, another pipe, and lighters. Schultz reportedly admitted to selling the meth. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
The LaPorte County Drug Task Force recently announced 2 arrests following lengthy investigations. Corey Lulofs was arrested late on Monday for dealing in meth and other drugs, both level 2 felonies. And Kayla Schaefer was arrested last Monday for dealing, resulting in death, a level 1 felony. Lulofs and Schaefer remain housed in the LaPorte County Jail. Turning to the health news file, people in 4 states becoming ill after eating Diamond Shrews brand microdosing chocolate bars.
Microdosing involves taking small, regular doses of drugs, usually psychedelics, to boost creativity and mental health without feeling high. Diamond Shroomz markets its products as microdoses but claims they contain no psychedelics, instead using a blend of natural ingredients. Despite this, the FDA reports severe reactions from the chocolate bars, including seizures and abnormal heart rates. 8 people needed medical care and 6 were hospitalized, though no deaths have been reported. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Mark your calendar. The 17th annual Indiana Fallen Officer Blood Drive is set for next Thursday, June 20th, from 11 in the morning until 6 at night. It's happening at the Southbound Police Department on Sample Street. Officers hope to see you roll up your sleeves beside them to donate blood in memory of officers who've died or been wounded in the line of duty. At 95.3 MNC, watching your money. Gas prices falling 12 cents over the past 3 weeks to a new national average of $3.58 a gallon. That's 19 cents lower than 7 weeks ago and 8 cents less than a year ago at this time.
Troby Lundberg with the Lundberg survey says part of the reason the price dropped is through the simple rules of supply and demand.
Our demand for gasoline is shrinking, notwithstanding the rosy jobs report, and it even shrank during the Memorial Day period. So refiners and competitors supplying us with the gasoline we need are chasing sales like crazy.
She says that Jackson, Mississippi has the lowest local average price right now at $2.92 a gallon, while the San Francisco area has the highest at $5.04 a gallon. The average price in South Bend area is $3.25 a gallon. Heather Starr, MNC News.
A cool morning today, but we warm up nicely. We're going to see partly sunny skies. Afternoon temperatures right around 75 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy to clear skies. We drop down to only 57. And then the heat is on for Wednesday. Mix of the sun and clouds. A slight chance of a shower, but high temperatures at 85. We'll be in the upper 80s on Thursday. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
You can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day. To get signed up, go to 95.3MNC.com and click where it says on demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.